I'm here with Paul Callahan, who writes the Green Kitchen column in Easy Food and has his own business making and decorating celebration cakes. Paul's going to show us a few steps on how to make your own Santa Claus to top your Christmas cake. So Paul, how would you get started with this?
Okay, Caroline. Well, first of all, we have our different colours fondants here. So we've got 5 different colours that we're going to use throughout. But we'll start off with the black first. And we're just going to make his feet. So you find whenever you're making figurines, there's normally 2 of everything. So you've got 2 feet, 2 legs, 2 arms, etc. So what we do is pull off a ball of fondant, and instead of trying to pull off 2 balls that are going to be roughly the same size, the best thing to do is pull off one and then cut it in half. So that way you have 2 even sized pieces. Yeah, exactly. So we're going to make the feet then. Just 2 balls like so. And using a small artist's paintbrush, just dab it in a little bit of water. And that is our feet. Now, at the bottom of Santa's trousers, he has a little bit of white trim. So again, we get our little piece of white fondant, rolled into a ball again, roll out slightly, and we cut that in half as well. So what I'm going to use now to flatten these out is basically a sandwich bag. And it just means you can put the little ball into the middle of it and just pat it around like so. And we're just going to dab a little bit of water on again, and use the water quite sparingly. If you use too much of it, it'll start to slip and slide on you. So there's the white trim around the bottom of his trousers. Because Santa's going to be quite short and plump in this here, we're going to make his legs joined and just make a little mark in it. And the other thing to do, which I'm going to do now just to make sure, is as his legs on, is just using a toothpick. And you can use a wooden skewer, cut it to whatever size, but we're just going to put the toothpick down through his centre here. That way he won't bend over either way and topple on you. Now we're going to attach his torso and his arms, and we're going to work on the trim around his body. So again, we're going to get a piece of red fondant, and we just knead that now again. So if we roll that around, and we're just going to roll one side of it slightly to make like a cone shape.
Okay.
And this will act as his midriff. So that's Santa's belly there now. What we're going to do next is put the white trim of his coat around. So we take off a little bit of white fondant and just move Santa for the moment. And again, we'll just work the fondant slightly. We'll just roll out our white carefully. And then again, using the sandwich bag, we just flatten that out with our finger. Again, a little bit of water, and we'll do the trim around the bottom of the coat next. So next we're going to get a little piece of black, and we're just going to make his belt for him. Just make wee indentation where the arms are going to be. We'll roll it again one side, leave one side thin, one side thick. And just flatten down the end of that. We're going to just make the cuffs now. Now we're going to give him green mittens. If we make a small incision, it can be for the thumb. Pull the thumb section out. So the upper arms are going to be the thin part, believe it or not. One arm's going to go down by his side, the other is going to be up at a right angle, so it's going to be as if he's holding his sack. And there we have the body and the arms section. So next, Santa needs his head. This is flesh coloured. It's new enough on the market. We'll just roll Santa's head, and just with our finger push down just where his head's going to go. And next then we've got Santa's hat. So again we go for the white. And we take our red fondant down for the actual hat. And we'll roll it cone shaped again, and we put a wee white ball on the end of that. And there we have Santa's head and Santa's hat on him. Next we're going to put a few features in Santa's face. And we're going to start with the eyes. Again, using the back end of a paintbrush, smaller one this time, just make 2 indentations where the eye should be. And the delicate part then, just placing his eyes in. Now we're going to put on his beard first, and then we can attach the nose. We can make a few markings. Again, this can be done with a toothpick. We just make a few markings for the hair. And we'll give him a wee moustache to distinguish where his mouth is. And we'll give him a nose. And last but not least, we'll give him 2 eyebrows. And there we have Santa's face and features done. To finish off Santa Claus here now, we're just going to give him his sack. So I'll just use the green that I was using for his mittens. I mean, you can use any colour here, purple, grey, anything at all. So I'm going to put this piece on the cake itself. Just another cocktail stick. We'll push that down into the centre. Santa in place. We'll just wet where the sack is going to come around, and this is where he's going to be holding it. And there we have it, folks. Santa with his sack of toys.